Yeah, I'm like, oh God, oh my God. Bitch, I run the game, y'all just commentate from the side.
What's up, Raider Nation? It's your boy, Mr. Raider Kid here. I apologize if this video is laggy or whatnot. If it's scratchy, it sounds funny. Adjust your settings, try to put it on HD, and hopefully that helps. My internet is not the best in the connection, but fuck all that. Let's get to it. Week 1 is finally upon us. The Oakland Raiders going across the country to the south to play the New Orleans Saints. I hope you guys like that little preseason recap. Get it all past and behind us now. The 53-man roster is out. We know our captains. We know who's starting, who's not starting. Let's talk about that real quick. Let's talk about the captains. We have 4 captains, and not too much of a surprise. You have Derek Carr and Rodney Hudson on offense, and Khalil Mack and new incomer Reggie Nelson on defense as our team captains. And as far as the 53-man roster and the players that we wanted to see on this team, Jalen Richard or Richard, whatever, made this squad, which is really cool. But George Atkinson III didn't, which he was in a few of those highlights that you saw there. He had a pretty good preseason, and a lot of people were really upset about that. But at the end of the day, you know, it's a business, and they had to make the football decision. They wanted to keep Taiwan Jones in the team as our special team ace. And then you still have DeAndre Washington and Jalen Richard, who they see a lot of potential in. But it didn't take too long. George Atkinson III was picked up by the Cleveland Browns and Hugh Jackson, ironically. So best of luck to him over there in the dog. All right, enough of that. Enough of the preseason. Let's talk about week 1. And plus news if you want wrong, the Carolina Panthers. The game is just about, they are down 1 point, and there's 12 seconds. I'll keep you updated. This is live, I'm sorry. This is happening right now. I don't know what's going on with Carolina, man. The Broncos defense is still good. That's for sure. So let's talk about week 1 until we find out the ending of that. We're going to talk about week 1 real quick. There's not too much to say since, you know, this is the first game of the season. We don't know what to expect per se, as in what the Raiders can do, what we've seen them do already. Preseason is just a little glimpse. And so with that, I'll be going over some season predictions overall. So let's go ahead and get to it. The Raiders, baby, the Raiders. What do we need to do to go into the Dome and leave with a W? This place is a tough place to play. We should all know that. The Dome is very loud. You know, that those Saints fans, I'm sure, will be out in full effect. Derek Carr has to be on point. We should know this, right? The offense has to click and click very well. That's along with the running game, Latavius Murray. If the running game is there, Derek Carr will have a good game, I believe. That will open so many things. It will catch the defense off guard. This is a historically horrible defense from last year. And it didn't seem too much different besides bringing on rookies, and their first-round draft pick, Sheldon Rankins, is hurt, I believe, at the moment. Not sure if he's going to even play. So we have our offense on our side here. It's just if we don't shoot ourselves in the foot with penalties, interceptions, turnovers, things like that, our Raider offense needs to be on point pretty much. The defense to me is going to be the key in this game. Drew Brees is a Hall of Fame quarterback. No doubt about it. He just got an extension, $44 million guaranteed within the next 2 years. This guy slings the ball. Doesn't matter who's in his offense. I don't see any really high-powered offensive players, but Drew Brees is Drew Brees, and they can still get the job done. So it's really important to ensure and pressure fast pocket because he will win, that's for sure. Mark Ingram is a really good running back. I think him and his carries and his average yards is going to be very key. If we can do that on defense and shut the Saints offense down, we're going to have ourselves a nice day on Sunday. Players to watch, really simple. I'm going to keep it easy. Mack, Carr, and Murray. These 3 players have a good game. We're winning the game for sure. Mack can pull out a sack, apply pressure, tackles for loss on Ingram. Boom, dub. Carr, if he can throw over 200, 300 yards with 2 touchdowns, dub. Latavius Murray, if he can average 5 yards a carry, rush for over 100 yards, dub. All of these are key factors for the Raiders to leave with a W. Whether if it's 3 points, 2 points, 1 point, whatever it is, let's go get the W. That's how I see the Raiders pulling out. If I got to give a final score, I'm going to go 31-28 Seabass field goal for the win. A little sugar on top there. That's my prediction for the game. That's what I feel like we need to do. I'm really excited to see what we can do and what we look like, especially on defense. Because preseason didn't give me enough. It didn't look good, in my opinion. So with week 1 and coming up against a really great passer and a pretty good running back, it's going to be interesting to see. That's my preview. What do you guys think down in the comments below? Please leave your comments. So let's talk about some predictions. I'm going to go jump in right into my standings. We'll go playoff predictions, standings 1 through 8. I know there's 6 teams that make the playoffs. I'm going to give you my better luck next year in the last 2. All the playoff predictions every single week, and then a couple award winners at the end. So let's get to it. Let's start in the NFC since that's less interesting in our part. I got the Panthers. This doesn't have to do with the game. I'm not counting that at all. But I'm just going to, not think about this, that whatever happens, which, let's see. No, the Broncos win. Fuck, whatever. Broncos beat the Panthers. The Panthers are 0-1, but I still have the Panthers on top of the NFC, 13-3. So it means they'll lose 2 more games the rest of the season. Cardinals 12-4. I have the Packers at number 3 at 12-4. Giants winning the East 9-7. Seahawks in one of the wild card spots 11-5. And this one was kind of a toss-up for me. This spot would have been for the Vikings. If not, the Vikings and Packers would go at it for the North title. But since Teddy Bridgewater is out, I don't see the Vikings making the playoffs. A lot of people might hate me for this, but I think I'm going to say the Cowboys sneak in there in a wild spot, whether if it's Romo coming back or if it's Prescott. I don't think Prescott's going to go fucking 8-0, but I think he's actually going to do something for the Cowboys. And Ezekiel Elliott, I think, is going to be Rookie of the Year, and he's going to rush the ball with a great offensive line. I can see them sneaking in at like 9-7 or 8-8, even that. Below that, I have the Redskins and the Vikings, just missing it. The East is going to be trashy but competitive, and at that point, it's going to be kind of like the AFC South. Since I have the Giants winning the division and sneaking out since they spend all that money on defense, Cowboys will beat out the Redskins with the same record, but sneak into the wild card. Vikings, I have at 9-7, who just miss it, whether if it's Bradford or Sean Hill at quarterback. I think they'll get some wins. The defense still looks good. So that's the NFC side. Let's go to AFC. Patriots, I have at the top of the AFC. It's neck and neck with the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are my number 2, both at 12-4 in the season. Steelers look like they're a great offense, and for some reason the Patriots are just always good. What do you know? And then at number 3, I have our Oakland Raiders at 10-6. I think we can go 10-6. It's really realistic, if not 11-5. But I'm going to keep my optimism at a standard and at a low minimum. I don't want to set my expectations way too high and get disappointed. Number 4, winning the South, I have the Colts. Andrew Luck. I'm hoping he comes back and bounces back really well, and he can win the South in a pretty up for grabs division. Again, like I said, with the East over in the NFC. Wild cards. Bengals have 11-5 record, but they're in the wild card. Crazy. But the Steelers will beat them out for the division title. And then the Chiefs. I got to recognize the fact that they did win 10 games in a row last year. I'll give them a 9-7 record at that wild card spot. And I have the Texans and Jets both at 8-8, just missing it. So, with my playoff predictions, real quick, I will say week 1 of the wild card will be the Raiders versus the Chiefs, Colts versus the Bengals, and Dallas versus Green Bay, Seattle versus the Giants. So in the NFC side, Dallas will lose against the Packers, and Seattle will beat the Giants. This leading on to Carolina beating Seattle in the divisional round, Green Bay beating Arizona, and then Carolina beating Green Bay and Carolina going back to the Super Bowl. Now for the AFC side, I'd have the Bengals beating the Colts in the wild card round. The Raiders at home beating the Chiefs, looking for their first playoff victory in over 13 years or so. This going on to the Bengals playing the Steelers in a great divisional round, but the Steelers moving on to the championship game, and the Raiders going to Foxborough to play the Patriots. But I don't see us getting past them. I say we'll lose to the Patriots in the divisional round, thus making them to go face the Steelers while they're still at home. I think the Steelers will go in, beat them with their high-powered offense, and it'll be the Steelers versus the Panthers in Super Bowl 51. But the Panthers will finally get what they should have got last year, and that's the Super Bowl. So that's my predictions. MVP, I will say it's Aaron Rodgers, Defensive Player of the Year, our own boy Khalil Mack. I'm hoping he can push for 20 this year. Rookie of the Year, I said earlier, I think Ezekiel Elliott will be Rookie of the Year. And Comeback Player of the Year, I have Jordy Nelson. If I had to pick Defensive Rookie of the Year, I'm going Carl Joseph, baby. Carl Joseph. That man, I'm just hoping at this point. No, those are my predictions. And let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. How do my predictions reflect to yours? If you want to leave yours down below, your standings, playoff predictions, things like that. I had a few conversations about my playoffs in general and how the Raiders could win a game but lose to the Patriots, and next year could mean that we go a little further. Well, I mean, that's really that I got it for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I can't wait, man. It's Thursday night. Hopefully I get this uploaded by tomorrow morning. I have a busy rest of the week. Sunday, I have to work on Sunday, but I'm going in at 3 a.m., so I'm out before the game, so it's going to work out. It's going to be great. The Raiders, the Saints, this weekend, Derek Carr versus Drew Brees is going to be a great season. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait for it to start. The Broncos beat the fucking Panthers. Fucking Panthers, just idiots. So now the Broncos are 1-0. Now they're going back to the Super Bowl for sure. So get ready for all that talk, guys. Don't be surprised if you hear a lot of that coming through. What do you guys think down in the comments below? What are your predictions? What do you think the Raiders were going to do? I've asked everybody before. I've got a lot of 10-6 and 11-5. Honestly, I feel like 10-6 is a really comfortable spot. 11-5, I'd be more than happy with. But we have to finish games. If we want 11-5, it's possible. We got to finish games. All right, sorry about the doggies and everyone barking and shit. Raider Nation, baby. We're the only nation. Twitter confirmed that this weekend. Shout out to everybody out there. Hope you guys all have and enjoy the season and have a great first week. Shout out to everybody, all the video makers, all the Raider Nation, everyone I could think of. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Get ready, baby. The Raiders are back. Football is back. Sunday morning, wake up, barbecue with your family. Let's have a great day. I'm glad. I can't wait till you guys watch this. I hope you guys give me some love down in the comments below. Like, share, comment. If you're new, if you're a Raider fan, subscribe to my channel. What are you doing? You're missing out. I'm Mr. Raider Kid. I hope you guys enjoy week 1, and I'll see you after the game. Go Raiders, baby.